Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to World of Tanks today with Coldwarg and me in a platoon doing the Tier 8 premium thing. We are the Wallet Warrior platoon. Actually, I call them Wargaming sponsors these days. So, Wargaming sponsored platoon. It was our last game on that evening. We had some fun before and we thought we'd try to top it off with a little bit of fun that we both normally have with our premium tanks. He bought the KB5 recently and yeah, made me remember back in the days when the KB5 was big, not those Japanese really big heavy tanks. So far, normal start of the game. There you can see the 59 something 59 Platoon, the new Chinese Tier 8 premium tank. And that made me realize back in the day when I bought the Type 59, which wasn't when it was on originally. Originally, the KB9, not the KB9, the Type 59 was totally overpowered. And everyone that had it basically made a 3-man Type 59 platoon and just bashed up everything. It was so unfair. When I had my Tiger 2, I think it was, and you saw a platoon of Type 59s, you could just go back to the garage. I never did, but damaging those buggers was really hard. They are not that durable anymore. They have a quite bouncy turret, but you're not nearly as invulnerable or invincible as you were back in the day.
Penetration.
Well, what I was getting at while damaging that T-34 basically goes down very quickly. In the meantime, goes down pretty quickly. The new Chinese tank, whatever its performance is, costs 46 euro, typical price of a Tier 8 premium these days. But I only had to pay 30 euro for the Type 59, which was, back for me, pretty pricey for digital tank, but considering what you play these days, still more. And I tried to get in a shot on the T-34 and it actually worked. Don't know where I hit him, but that was close. As you can see, we have 5 people in the city. They had 4 or 5 as well. But on the right side where the big Japanese OI, the M41 and some other tanks are, it's not going that well for them. I tried to circle around, get some shots in on the OE as well and hit the building while trying to pass. Noob-like. There the T-34 shows up, hits the side of the building. Hit me really close though. And I know those shells can really hurt. And since I'm Captain YOLO these days when I play with Cold, I just go in and try to kill the T-34. Get spotted again. Wank. I like that little add-on. And full broadside. Didn't pay enough attention and had to pay for it. Aim for his upper glacis. Since I was on the move, catch a second shell. But this time, where did I even aim? Yeah, and that's when I noticed I should have just stayed outside and wait for my reload, since he can't shoot as quick as I can. Want to get a second shot into the Japanese, but someone blocks me. But I didn't aim good enough anyway. It was a pretty YOLO game for me looking at it now. That's the replay, by the way. Just basically drove around and tried to shoot everything. YOLO! Blam! Tiger 2 dead. It worked pretty well. And then suddenly, city is dead, but if you look at the map, the right side fell. Someone said beer, and Coldwarg was all like, ooh, beer. So, affirmative. The whole team went, affirmative, more beer. Oh, something happened. Oh, the replay switched to window mode. Oops. That's when someone said, "Gold noobs." I don't know who he was even referring to. Do they have a gold tank? Rheinmetall Crusader Churchill T-34 they have. That's it? The Rudy maybe? No. Weird. So, me and Cold decided to go back to the base to defend against the sides coming from the right. I didn't even think I would make it that far at that point. And as you see, 9, 10, 9, 11. Go behind that house and see if I can spot something here. Trying to do little side scraping. I'm not even sure if that works. And now it's suddenly 9:12. And suddenly it's 9:13, and I didn't notice at that point. Because I was so busy explaining to the other team that it's not gold noobs anymore. I was in a good mood that day, and then I typed a lot. So here comes the VK3002 M. Why is it M? For medium? I tried to get a firing solution on him. Actually, get a shot on him. But he's nowhere to be seen. I say, I go out, and Cold said, no, don't go out. Could have shot at him, but nope, didn't aim. And then he somehow decided never to show up again at that position. Clever bastard. They still have an artillery. Cold is doing fairly good at that point, I think. Yeah, he's still at full health. And me with my 416 health points didn't look that good for me. I tried to aim for the lower glazes. Did it work? Nope, did not work. Wanted to shoot in the side of his turret, but I think he moved it away. Also, if you would bring out the Type 59 for €29 these days, this would be quite the sale. There's the T29, and he really wants to know it now. He comes around, catches another shot from Cold. I tried to shoot him without aiming as he goes behind the building, and the AMX shows up. He knew where I was. Tried to sneak in on me, and he shoots Cold instead of shooting me, so he wasn't reload. He should have been a little bit more patient. Because if he would have shot me, he might have had a chance of damage. And yes, he was totally aiming my direction. I'm not even sure he has the biggest gun yet. Does he? Write that to me in the comments if you see it. It looks like it. Tried to get another one in, but he moves behind the building again, so I tried to do the whole get a shot in and then run for it before he can shoot thing. And that worked out great. I tracked him. Cold kills him. Ice cold. And yes, he hears a lot of those Cold jokes. And suddenly it's not 2 against 6 anymore. It's 2 against 4. By that point, it began to be a little bit, the pressure has risen. Nobody expects you to kill 6 tanks, but, well, while you're on it, why not? Cold decides to go back to the city to catch the VK that was last seen there. The IS driver tells us that the Rheinmetall only has 5% life back, so that's helpful. And I stay here to cover Cold's rear. The road is acting up these days. There's the VK. I try to get a shot in, but it's out of my visibility range. As you can see on the yellow and the blue circles, the yellow circle being the maximum view range of all tanks, and the blue one being the view range of the current tank you're driving. That's XVM doing that. As you can see, Type 59, pretty good view range. Although this is my only tank that has 3 cruise gears and is even closely to the 4th. So I have all the lovely view range increase stuff, the off-road driving, clutch braking. I'm not sure if what was the crew thing, Brothers in Arms yet. Maybe I should reskill them to do that. Although that would cost me 500 goals. Whew. Anyway, I'm deciding I will scout a little bit in that direction if someone shows up here. What use is it to sit in base if no one shows up anyway? And the timer is ticking down. There's only 4 minutes left. So, standing here, waiting a little bit more till Cold spots something. But you know, Captain YOLO doesn't wait. And there, enemy Churchill shows up. I'm not even sure if I spotted him. I can't, he's behind the hill. I can't even shoot him. And 15 health. Not much to do here. Bomb, there he goes. Cold overtaking me on kills. 4 kills him, 3 kills. At that point we already get the team badge if we really win. And I go there, trying to see if I can find the artillery. The VK was still last seen in the city, so he's most likely not around here. So it's basically just, I have to kill a tank, he has to kill a tank, and we're fine. Cold ensures me that this artillery can kill me with 1 shot. I really believed it at that point. And there he is, just sitting on the road, aiming for the KV-5. I aim precisely and hope he's not moving, but of course it's the Crusader, so it can run away, going backwards as fast as a normal Crusader can go forward, because the gun is mounted backwards in the chassis. He's going into the water, and I said, screw it, he can't kill me with 1 shot. At that point I was all going, Cold was saying, I'm going to ram kill the VK, and I was going, I'm going to ram kill the artillery, but he says, nope, fuck you, and shoots me down to 35 HP. But it showed me I would last a shot, so I lasted a shot. There we go. Cold kills the VK. We are sitting at 9 kills for our platoon. Let's take a look at the statistics. And here we are, 5013 XP. That is on a ×3 week, and 82,000 credits. Lots of different badges. Mastery badge 2nd class. Interesting. Lots of people seem to do really, really good with that tank these days if you get a 2nd class badge for that. Although it was, in quotation marks, just 1078 base XP. Cold sitting at a little bit more. We're doing 1st and 2nd place. Well, of course, we carried the team pretty well with our nearly 5,100 damage for just the 2 of us. The enemy tanks did pretty good, but in the end didn't work out that good for them. Quite a lot of fun that match, 9 kills in that platoon of ours. Although you have to give our team that a lot of the tanks we faced in the end were shot down pretty well and had only 1 shot life left in them. Still, very nice statistics, especially for me. As you can see, 20 shots fired, 17 hits, 11 penetrations. It could have aimed better, but still. No damage bounced from my armor. That was kind of interesting. Let's take a look at Cold stats. And as we can see here, he earned a little bit less than me. Interesting. Even though more XP and a lot more badges. And what you can see here, he bounced around 7,000 or 7,500 damage off his thick, stubborn KV-5 shell. So, that's that. Thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.